I mean, it was a pretty natural process, but I think usually it's quite like that, to be honest. We sort of we have a vague idea, but it doesn't really evolve until we actually start playing with it and talking about it.
Mm.
And then it's got something completely different to what we thought it was in the first place.
Mm.
The reason I like embroidery is because, I mean, it might just be the style we use, but it is very designed. It does have a lot of solid colours and a lot of straight lines, like you were saying. Like, it is very almost mathematical and mechanical, like working on a computer is the outcome. But at the same time, it's got that texture, and it's actually got, you can feel it, like it's you know, it's tactile.
Mm.
It casts a shadow, you know. Just the little things, I think, is what I really appreciate about it, is that it has a lot of similarities to design, but then I'm not strapped to a screen.
Mm.
Enjoying it. Well, working with Kat is much more creative. It's kind of a break from that, where I can be a bit more artistic. I think I don't have to solve anyone's problems other than our own. I think, you know, it's quite nice. So for me, it really is the before and after, which is the concept and the outcome. So I think that's, for me, it's very much designed for the obvious fact that I'm just not involved in craft.
Every time I've sewn something, it's always been by hand. Like doing textiles at school, I never maybe it just stemmed from not liking sewing machines, but I never seemed in control. I don't know, they just took me out of things. So I always just sew everything by hand. Whether it be sewing up a hem or whatever, it would always be by hand. So I've kind of always had a knack for it. Nothing necessarily, let's say, professional, but I've never really known what I'm doing. I just kind of sew what I think looks right, and it seems to be working so far. So I've had no kind of official training as such. I just kind of, let's say, pick it up as I go along and do what looks good. Embroidery is really therapeutic, and it kind of takes your mind off things, and you can kind of just get lost in it and daydream and stuff. So having someone else's design kind of takes the pressure away in a way, because it's like I'm not too precious about it, which is probably the wrong way about going it, but I haven't really got my heart set on the design as such. It's not, you know, completely mine. I'm not too precious about it. So if I can just go and not, I don't know, it's just even more relaxing, if you like.
This one time you could see her getting really awkward around him, which must mean she likes him. Back when the world was so much greater, back when the world was so much simpler, and now the world is so much quicker, and now the world is so much bigger. This one kid addicted to a love he didn't feel was correct, but he still felt it anyway. His parents took him to his church and skimpy wings. Places tried to get him into sports, but he just liked to paint. Now he's going.
It still take a few hours, but in comparison, I mean, the block stuff takes days and days and days, whereas this is quite a quick sense of satisfaction. It's something easy. I mean, you have to keep your mind on the ball because it's quite, you know, you've got to get the right threads in the right spots, whereas blocking is quite easy because it, you know, it's not so, it's quite forgiving, but it just takes that much longer.
Where do you see it going to?
Sky's the limit. I have no idea.
World domination. World domination.